Hi, in this activity, we are going to calculate the area of a square. So in here, I'm drawing a square of 4 centimeters each side. So as you know, a square has 4 sizes, and the sizes have the same length. So in that case, this is 4 centimeters, this is 4 centimeters, 4 centimeters, 4 centimeters. All right, so we are going to calculate the area. That basically the area is the surface inside the shape, or the surface inside the square. Okay, so the mathematical formula for area is equal to the width times the length. Okay, so the width times the length. But because in a square it has the four sides are the same, so the width and the length are the same. So that means that the width is 4 centimeters times 4 centimeters the length. So that give me 4 times 4 is 16, and centimeters times centimeters give me a square centimeters. All right. So this is the area of this square. Now we want to calculate the volume of a cube. So we can use the same square 6 times to build a cube. So now you can draw the cube. So every 4 centimeters you do a mark, mark, 1, 2, 3, 4, mark. Okay. Now we can do another square and another square. Now we can build another square in here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then another in here. Okay, so the next thing you need now to cut all the edges and build the cube. I'm finishing cutting all the edges of my cube. I hope you're doing the same. All right. Okay, so now what you need to do is if you can see the line, you need to bend your square on the line. All right, so bend your square on the line. So on all the edges, and you're going to, okay, even here. Okay, so now we are going to build the cube, and you need to put some tape on the edges. So you can put some tape, sticky tape on the edges. Okay, so you can see now we got a cube. Now, because this is not just a flat surface anymore, now we need to calculate the volume. So the volume of a cube, you can calculate the volume of a cube by multiplying the width times the length, but now we have the altitude or the height. So we have another dimension, we have another number to multiply. So the width, the length, and the height. So we have three numbers now to multiply. So the volume is equal to the width times the length times the height. Okay, you can represent height with h. Now we know that this square has the same dimensions, is 4 centimeters all around. So basically it's 4 centimeters times 4 centimeters times 4 centimeters. That is going to give me 4 times 4 is 16, and 16 times 4 is 64. 64, and then centimeters times centimeters is centimeters squared, and centimeters squared times centimeters is cubic centimeters. So centimeters to the 3. Now the volume of the cube is 64 cubic centimeters. Now we should be right. Now I have a question, is how do we know our mathematics is correct? Like we got 64 cubic centimeters in theory, but you can do an experiment to know if you are correct. All right, so what you can do is you can fill the cube with water, but because the cube is not waterproof, you are going to put a plastic bag inside the cube. All right, so put a plastic bag inside the cube. Be sure the plastic bag is not broken, doesn't have any hole in there, and also is covering all the edges and corners of the cube. Now I'm going to put some water. You have to put water to fill totally the cube. You can see I fill totally the cube. Now if you have a container, now you need to measure the volume of the water. So you have a container that has some specifications, that has some volume in there. You can pour the water into the container. This container then is measuring the volume in millimeters. So we did the calculations in centimeters square. This is in centimeters square. So if you are using millimeters, then you need to convert centimeters square into millimeters. All right. If you don't feel confident with this, you can use Google. In Google, you can translate centimeters cubic centimeters to millimeters.
Opening. Translate.
Okay, and then you have to pour the water into your container with measurements. Try not to spill any water. Okay. Okay. So according to my container, you can see we have about 64 millimeters. So we were right about our calculations. Thank you very much for watching.